at the big house. So Marina, I did eat some funky stuff yesterday, but I feel good. And guess what, Marina? I had verticality this morning. Oh, the tent was pitched. Boink! I had verticality this morning. Woo! Ooh, that orange juice worked. That orange juice worked. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Nana. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, everyone. Great to see everybody. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Nana and Mike. Great to see everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in on this, hopefully what's a beautiful Friday night where you are. It's been raining this morning, but that's why we started a little bit later. Thank you, Hyo2 and Nana. Thank you, Hyo2. Hyo2, by the way, I was looking at your, what's it called? Your video came up on my feed, Hyo2. Your kid looks just like you. Your older daughter looks just like you, Hyo2. You got a beautiful family. You got a very beautiful family. Let's keep it moving, everybody. So here in the city of Shenyang, thank you, Plant Groove. Thank you, Sir. Thank you, TikTok. Look, Plant Groove is also here. Don't be surprised in the future if he and I do some collaboration together. He makes some great products. We might be doing something together to bring some nice products back home to the people in America. Thank you, Rosa. He makes some very products. Good. His mosquito spray saved my life this summer. These past couple of weeks, his mosquito spray saved me. I appreciate you. Man, everybody, I appreciate all y'all, man. Thank you, Potter. Man, thank you, everybody, for all the love this evening. Thank you, Just Kirby. My name is Daniel. You guys know who I am. Most of you guys watching know who I am. Thank you, Jason, for supporting the channel. Thank you guys so much. Now, before we end up at this bougie mall, this is going to be our last full day here in Shenyang. We're leaving here tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not going to be staying at a hotel tonight. It's way too expensive. It's Saturday night. There's a lot of people visiting this city. So I'm not going to be staying in a hotel tonight. I will be sleeping at a bathhouse. So we're going to find like a little, like a massage place, a bathhouse. I'm going to go and do the minimum spend, get a couple of massages, and I'm going to spend the night there. So I'm not going to be staying at the same hotel. It's way too expensive. Twice the price tonight on a Saturday night. So we'll be at a bathhouse tonight. Hopefully I'll have a good sleep. Thank you, Black Widow. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Please share this live stream. Most of y'all watching are already following the channel. Please hit that share button. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Black Widow. Thank you, guys. Yes, you know, we're thinking about where to go next. We got a lot of options on where we could go next. We got a lot of options, but we want to try to find you something exciting. It's Friday night, everybody. The weekend is upon us. Hope you guys all had a great shorter week than usual. Thank you, Marlene. Look, they're about to get into an argument. Look, they're about to argue. 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 I'm an instigator. He just had a very friendly exchange with that driver. A very, very friendly exchange with that driver. Oh, he said something very friendly about her mother. Oh, man. Let's keep moving, man. Thank you, Black Widow. Thank you, JK, for sharing. Let's cross the street, man. Let's keep exploring the neighborhood. Once again, for everybody who's watching, today is going to be a very chill. It's going to be a nice, long live stream, but it's going to be very chill. We're going to explore the streets of Shenyang. Hopefully not run into that many people. And hopefully our signal stays good. Thank you, Tim. And I'll tell you this, man. The number one way you can tell, thank you, Big Jake, like this city, there's a gap between like a city of this size versus a city of Shenzhen or a city like Hong Kong, is still the fact that one of the things I haven't really noticed all that much here in the city of Shenyang, in these neighborhoods, by the way, I hope you guys can hear me okay, is that I really haven't noticed a lot of big apartment buildings. Well, let me tell you what I mean by that. You see, everything here is pretty much all from the 90s, the early 2000s, you know, 6-7 stories tall. Thank you, Nerd Girl and Yo Philip. You know what I mean? I don't notice any big condominiums like I would see in Shanghai or I would see in Beijing or in Shenzhen, you know? Maybe in the outer areas, the newer districts, they have it. But here in the older districts, pretty much nothing has changed in terms of the appearance of these buildings for the last 30, 25 years. You know, a lot of these stores, they come and go, but the city pretty much looks exactly the same. All these buildings look exactly the same. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get lunch a little bit later, man, but right now I wanna explore the streets a little bit and show the people some neighborhoods and just walk around and have some fun. I have a very chill Friday night with you guys. A Saturday morning for me. But like I said, I got PTSD from yesterday, man. Yesterday was way too busy. Way too many people. I just want to walk down the streets and have fun and talk with you guys. What's your favorite area to go, man? My favorite area to go in any city is always the authentic neighborhoods. If you guys have watched me long enough, first of all, please follow the channel. If you're watching me for the first time, you'll know that I moved to Ohio. I moved to Kent, Ohio. Moved to the United States when I was very young. So really the last 30 years, 20 years of China's development, its rapid development, I kind of missed it all. So all I remember is my childhood. Those are the memories that I hang on to when I walk around, because I never got to see. I was in America from 2002 until 2019. Those were also the years of China's most rapid economic development. So I kind of missed everything that happened here. So when I come back here, you know, the only things I have are memories of my childhood. You know, and this is what my childhood looked like, without minus all the cars. You know, not as many cars, but this is what my childhood looked like. So these are the favorite areas for me to go and visit and see, because it still reminds me that I was a 10-year-old boy or a 9-year-old boy walking around the neighborhood. So these are my favorite areas to visit, these very down-to-earth neighborhoods. I feel great today, by the way. I feel great. I had a very good night's sleep last night. Very good night's sleep. I feel very good. Thank you, Phyllis. But I'm trying not to speak so loud. Just walk down the street and just be chill. So let's keep moving. Thank you, Marlene. My parents come back to China all the time, actually. But my parents are also getting older. You know, my parents are in their 60s now. And they're so frugal. Every time they come back to China, they fly economy with whack-ass United. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a toll on your body when you're flying with that whack-ass airline in economy for 14, 15 hours at a time. So as my parents get older, man, they actually have less and less of a willingness to come back and visit, because their home in North Carolina is very comfortable. And you know, thank you, Linda. And like, it takes a toll on their body to come back. Does that make sense? Thank you, JK, for sharing. Thank you, JK. Oh man, that's good crabs right here, man. God, it's good crabs. We're about to enter crab season right here. Look how much roe they have in there. Thank you, Pow Lab. Thank you, Pow Lab. Thank you, Melly. I can't wait to go on a crab feast with y'all, man. That's something that we're gonna have to splurge some money on. We're gonna go and stream a little crab feast. So let's keep moving. Thank you, Royce, and thank you, Martha. Good evening, everybody back home in America. Happy Friday. Great to see everybody. I feel like I just saw you guys 12 hours ago at the night. How many of you guys saw the night market last night? Well, your morning time. How many of you guys saw the night market? Hello, Britt. Hello, Frida. Hey, I got PTSD from the crowd, man. There's way too many people. How many of you guys remember the night market from yesterday? Laura does. Martha. Hyotu. Hyotu, did you see it? Yo, Hyotu saw it? Man, that was fun times, man. You know, I was actually riding back this bicycle right here, one of these bicycles, to my hotel. And I was just thinking about how much the channel has changed since we started 6 months ago. A lot of you guys have been with me for many months, watching me as I explore China and I explore the country. You know, we've been through a lot on this channel. People have come and gone. The content has also changed and evolved. I'm thinking about bringing you guys some type of new video content. Thank you, Daily Day. It is being worked on right now. I'm writing some scripts on some new content that I'm thinking about bringing you guys. Once I get back to Shenzhen, I'm gonna film it and I'm gonna roll it out. So it should be very exciting, man. I was just on the bike last night, riding back from what was a very successful live stream. A lot of people tuned in last night to see the food market. Just can't help but reminisce how far we've come as a channel. And I appreciate all you guys. Thank you, Linda, and thank you, Michael, for all y'all's love and support. So really appreciate you guys. Never thought it would turn out like this. Thank you, Tommy Boy and Linda and Eve. Never thought it would turn out like this. No, let's keep moving. Ooh. Man. Kind of like,哎，老板，这都是你们自己手工做的吗？都自己做的。哎，虾仁鲜肉包有吗？马上。Oh man, I kind of want to get some. Man, thank you, Matt. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you to Rabbit Lady. Thank you, Marina, for helping Wendy this morning with this evening with the moderating. Thank you, Wasi. Thank you. It's not ready. I don't eat pork. I try not to eat pork, but the shrimp is not ready. It's gonna have to wait a little bit. So let's keep moving around. See, look, what you guys are looking at is what you see so familiar with so many parts of China, man. These like very, very tight-knit communities. You know what I'm saying? Like these very, very tight-knit communities. Thank you, Michael and Wasi. Look at this. What up, Charlie Lambert, man? What up, everybody? I'm telling you guys, I love these neighborhoods. This is why I want y'all to really think about something. I think about this stuff all the time. I come back to China 22 years later. I left in 2002. I come back in 2019. Now it's 2024. 22 years later. You tell me, if I was 8 years old, thank you, Hyo2, sir. Thank you, Hyo2. Thank you, Hyo2. If I was 8 years old and I was living in this neighborhood right here, how would my life be different, any different than when I was 8 years old in 1998? That's the stuff that trips me out, you know? Imagine you're an 8-year-old boy living here today versus, what up, JV? 8 years old that I was in 1998 living in a neighborhood like this. How is your life different today? Thank you, Stacy. You know what I'm saying? How is it any younger? How is it any different? Right? You guys ever think about that? Now, we're in northern China. We're in the city of Shenyang. My name is Daniel from the state of North Carolina. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, I think about that all the time. It's like, how would my life be any different? What am I doing today, Tiger? We just walking around the neighborhoods, chilling, trying to get away from the crowds, showing. Thank you, Cat Moon. I know I do. I take care of my skin and I eat well. Thank you, Just Kirby. Good morning, everybody. You know what I'm saying, everybody? See, look, what thank you to Rio Shallow and Libby. The economy is better, but the culture is the same. I love this comment. Sorry, Marina, I have to bump your comment real quick. Thank you. So I like that comment. You know, I just think about it. All this stuff I used to see as a kid, you know, people setting up stalls, people setting up stands. It's exactly the same. Thank you, Jonathan and Fanny Banny. You know, it's all exactly the same. Nothing has changed. And that's why I love this country. You know, and you can say the same about America. I bet you if I went to Kent, Ohio right now, thank you, Kat, and it's been exactly 20 years since I left Kent, Ohio as a young boy. Thank you, Powlab and Cat Moon. I bet you Kent, Ohio will pretty much still look exactly the same. Thank you, Laura and Mira. You know what I'm saying? I bet you it still looks exactly the same. Let's keep it moving. Please share this live stream, everybody. And if you're seeing me for the first time, please follow the channel as I walk around everywhere in China. Thank you, Plant Guru. I'm telling you, it probably looks exactly the same. Thank you, Plant Guru. Let's keep it moving. I still remember, you know, it's kind of crazy. I still remember my teachers from Stanton Middle School back in Kent, Ohio. I still remember my teachers. Thank you, Martez. You know, my teachers, they probably still got the same jobs. You know what I'm saying? They probably still got the same jobs back at Stanton Middle School teaching. Life just happens. Just passes. Let's keep moving. Today's the perfect day, by the way. I love this weather. It's my favorite type of weather. No rain. Thank you, Sarah Morgan. What up, Sarah? Thank you, Sarah Morgan. Thank you, Amy Coop. Great to see you, Sarah. My favorite type of weather. No rain, but also no sun. Just chill. I love this. Thank you, Contented. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ghost of Cody. Thank you, yes. Rick James, I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Charles. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We are walking in the city of Shenyang, enjoying our last full day here. We're gonna get out of here tomorrow morning, very, very early, to go to the border with North Korea. We're going to the border with North Korea, everybody. I'm serious. We're going to the border city with North Korea tomorrow morning. That's where we're going. I think we're going to a city called Dandong here in Dongbei. It is the closest Chinese city to North Korea. You can actually see North Korea standing on one side of the river. So we're going to go to Dandong tomorrow morning, I think. So please follow the channel, everybody. It should be interesting. I'm not going into North Korea, but we're getting a little bit close. Explore what life in a border city is like. Beautiful. Rowan, Beijing is coming up, but I figured, you know, Beijing will always be there, but coming to Dongbei is not so easy. So I actually want to enjoy this part of the country before we go to Beijing. It's super easy for me to go to Beijing. Not so easy for me to come here. So I really want to enjoy this entire area before we get up out of here. Because it's very, very hard for me to come from southern China and end up here in the north. Very far, very long flight. So I figured I'm already here. Thank you, Raina. I might as well show you guys as much as I can before we go for Beijing. Beijing will be coming up in the next few days, but I want to do a little bit more exploring around here in northeast China first. The border city is only about an hour on the train from here. So we should be there. We might be streaming there tomorrow morning, actually, depending on what time I leave the bathhouse. So let's keep moving. Follow, share this live stream, please. Let's keep it moving. Great to see everybody. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's keep it moving. I slept beautifully. I slept very, very well. Slept very, very well last night. I have a lot of energy. I feel great. Just walking around, chilling here in the city of Shenyang. I'm like a real world GTA 5. Just walking down the street, chilling, showing you guys a slice of life. Oh hell no! Get my ass run over. I'm like a real life NPC, right? Please follow the channel, man. We go everywhere here in China. Please follow the channel. Man, what's going on? Thank you, Dave and Mento C. Thank you, Phyllis, man. I appreciate you. What's this dude doing? Thank you, Edgar. Edgar Alvarez. All right, let's keep going. I'll tell you this. Da, da, da. Man, thank you, the moment. You know, I think about one thing is when I was a kid roaming around neighborhoods like this, my life was so simple back then. I ain't had to worry about any of the things that I have to worry about now. Thank you, the moment and Jamie. You see this person right here riding that tricycle and having a loudspeaker? Thank you, Sarah Morgan and Ernie. Exactly the same way it was when I was a boy. Nothing has changed. This is basically a carbon copy of my neighborhood. Exactly the same. Thank you, Pepper. You know, I think one thing that you can really notice when you walk around these neighborhoods is, number one, the neighborhood is showing its age. And number two, most of the folks that are out here just chilling and relaxing. Thank you, Michelle. It seems like most of the life out here, Phyllis and Michelle, the social life now is all elderly citizens, senior citizens, you know, or there's some kids going to school, you know, coming back from Saturday morning. Usually a lot of schools here in China, they have Saturday morning classes, some kids coming back, but you can see most of the demographics of the people here are older folks, right? I just saw the news this morning. I don't know if you guys saw it this morning. A piece of news just came out. So after 30 years, I just saw the news right before going live. After 30 years, China is ending the policy of allowing foreign adoption. So if you are a foreigner, let's say you're from America, you're from the Netherlands, you're from Canada, you can no longer come to China and adopt a kid. That policy is officially ending as of today. That policy just came out. So you think about, I read some numbers. During the policy's existence, over 120,000 young kids were adopted by foreign families. And over 80,000 of them were adopted by Americans. So Americans accounted for the majority of the foreign adoptions here in China, and most of them were girls. Most of the American families adopted young girls from China. So that policy is ending. They're not going to do that anymore. That is one of, seriously, man. Seriously. That is the last time the policy is ending. I was not very surprised to see that news, because China has become such a big and powerful and wealthy country, and also it has its own demographic crisis right now where there's not enough young people. And also the whole idea of favoring boys over girls is slowly dissipating in Chinese society nowadays, such that there's really no need to have this policy in place anymore. But I was actually really surprised to hear the number was only actually like 120, 130, 140,000 kids that have been adopted under this program. So, you know, it's really the end of an era of 30 years of foreigners coming to China and adopting the kids, and really much love and respect to the families who came to China and adopted a young girl, a young boy, and mostly an orphan. Usually, almost always an orphan, and showed them the most love. So, especially Americans back home. So please share. I was kind of sad to see that the program is ending, but I wasn't surprised. Thank you, Maryland, because the country has gotten so big and wealthy and powerful, they don't really need that type of adoption anymore. Thank you, SO Team and Jamie. Thank you, Petunia. Just a lot of emotions when I read that. You know, I remember. You know, it's actually really funny. I remember when I was living in Chicago. Illinois. I remember one of my classmates in Chicago. This was when I was in middle school. His name was Henry. I still remember his name. His younger, he was Caucasian. His younger sister was Chinese. His family adopted a young girl from China. And I remember seeing this for the first time in my life. This is when I was in the United States. This was like I was a 14-year-old boy. I remember I was shook. I was like, what the hell? I was like, your ass is Caucasian, but your sister is Chinese. I was like, how the hell does that make sense? And then he told me, he was like, oh, they adopted her from China. So I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know that was possible. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was shocking for me to be in America and discover this. I had no idea. And there's actually a documentary on Netflix or Amazon Prime about a lot of these kids who are rediscovering and trying to find their parents again in China via DNA tests. Very, very interesting documentary. I think it's on I think it's on Amazon Prime actually. Very, very interesting documentary. Very, very interesting documentary. So please follow the channel and share this live stream. Let's continue to walk around the neighborhoods. You see this? You see what I'm talking about though, everybody? It's like, look at how much change is happening in this city that's encapsulated by where we're standing right here, right? All these older buildings still stand, but you can see far in the distance all the brand new condominiums and shopping malls and offices that are being built. That is the future of Shenyang right here. All these big skyscrapers. You know what I mean? Thank you, Kicha. So this is why I like hang on to these older neighborhoods while you still have it, because that is the way of the future. What I call the impersonal lack. You see, here's something that these buildings will never have. Something that these buildings will never have that only the 80s and 90s kids remember. These buildings may be nicer, they may be bigger, nicer apartments, thank you, Melissa, but there's one thing it will never have, and that is something that 80s and 90s kids know. It's that 烟火气, it's that community vibe. Thank you, thank you, Cindy, that these neighborhoods used to have. You know what I mean? These neighborhoods used to have it. What up, New England? These buildings won't have it. That's why I love coming here. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Let's keep it moving, everybody. I just saw the news this morning, actually. The news just came out, so China's gonna phase out the adoption program. Which makes me, thank you, Chris Free and all things. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Marcy. Look at this, like literally every single person you see. Look at this, like literally every single person you see. Look at this, like literally every single person you see. Look at this, like literally every single person you see is a senior citizen. So when you're in these types of neighborhoods, definitely lots of emotions. Oh, there's a young guy right there. Please follow the channel. Thank you, sir, and share this live stream. Thank you, Blackpink and sir. Let's keep moving. No, Ellie, I am not close to where the typhoon hit. I am actually very far from where the typhoon hit. That's in southern China. That's where my apartment is, by the way. I'm really hoping my scooter is still safe and that I can go back to a home with my scooter still there. So, Jamie, it is Steve. I'm going to answer that question. Thank you, Williams. It's 11:45 a.m. in the morning. We're just walking around. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Let's keep it moving. You know, I don't know if those kids, I think those kids, I mean, they were orphans in China, right? They were living in an orphanage. And an American family came here and gave them a home. Thank you, Cece, and thank you, Conchita. And this is something I want all the Americans who are watching back home to always remember. Thank you, Cece and Williams. I want all the Americans, let me take off my shades when I tell you guys this. I'm gonna look at you eye to eye. I want all the Americans back home to remember what the American spirit is. Because the times that we live in now, it may not be very obvious to you guys who are born in America. But I know what the American spirit is because I'm an immigrant. I could see it much, much more clearly, in my opinion, than someone who was born, than many people who were born there and maybe take it for granted. The American spirit is getting on a plane, flying 14 hours to a different country, and adopting a young kid that they've never met before out of sheer love, and supporting that kid for the next 18 years and beyond. That's the American spirit. As I told you guys before, more than half of the kids that were adopted under this program were by American families. more than the rest of the world combined. That's the American spirit. Give me your tired, your poor, and your huddled masses. That's why our family went to America. Because of that welcoming spirit, because of that energy, because of that kindness and compassion. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of that comes with the territory because we're a very powerful and we're a very wealthy country. But that's why I want to remind all the American folks back home, because we're about to head into the thick of election season. Thank you, Rare Witch. It's going to be a lot of hate. It's going to be a lot of division. There's going to be a lot of vitriol. But what is never going to change, hopefully never going to change, is that American spirit that we decided to go over there and see for ourselves and experience for ourselves. Thank you, AJ and User. We should never lose that. This program might be ending, but the country, I hope, that's the same America that I'm always gonna know. That when I was a kid, I would go talk to one of my classmates and I would find out they adopted a kid from my country, from the country that I was born in, and I was shocked. I was totally shocked. So let's keep moving. Please share this live stream. It's just, you know, I was laying in bed this morning actually when I saw the South China Morning Post. Well, by the way, I want to recommend an app for you guys. Thank you, All Things. For those of you back home in America who are interested in keeping up with Chinese news, but you want to keep it up with it in a way that's pretty independent, use this app right here. This is my favorite app. It's called the South China Morning Post. You guys know that I'm a pretty frugal guy, and I don't really pay for a lot of subscriptions, but I happily pay for this subscription. Thank you, William. This right here, South China Morning Post. I'm on airplane mode right now, so it's not gonna open up. Get this app right here. It's gonna give you all types of news about Asia, about America, and especially about China. They're based out of Hong Kong, China. So this paper has been around for more than 100 years, dating back to the colonial era in Hong Kong. So a beautiful newspaper. I pay for it every single month. It gives me amazing news that you wouldn't really find on CNN, nor would you find in Chinese news. Thank you, Leather. So check out that app. You could use the app for free. You could read a lot of the stuff for free, but a lot of the articles are also paid. It's like $7.99 a month. I happily pay for it. Great journalism. The owner is Jack Ma, by the way, the owner of Alibaba. So just like how Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post, Jack Ma owns the South China Morning Post. My favorite thing to read. I read it every single morning. I pretty much read it religiously throughout the day. They update their news throughout the day. Great newspaper. Great art. I'm happy to support them. A very great app. Check it out if you guys are interested in Chinese news and in Asian news. Great app. Let's keep moving, everybody. Thank you, Peony. I think it's very neutral journalism. I think South China Morning Post is actually very neutral. Let's keep moving, everybody. Jack Ma chilling, man. Jack Ma's chilling, living his best life, man. Billionaire. We didn't do so well with our Alibaba stock, though. I will tell you this, man. We've done. My parents have done very well in the stock market, but we did not do well with Alibaba. Thank you, All Things. So Jack Ma, man, you owe us some money, man. Jack, man, you owe us some money, man. You done messed up the Alibaba stock. We want our money back. That thing is literally half of when we bought it. Trash. Follow the channel, share this live stream. Let's keep moving. Where the hell am I? Thank you, Hoku. Thank you. Jack Ma's in China, man. He's chilling. Living a very good life. Thank you, Sir 2389. Let's keep moving. Very chill morning. I like it. Thank you, William. Please follow the channel, man. A beautiful day. Thank you, Plato. Thank you, Hoku. Appreciate you, Hoku. Thank you, Plato. Y'all think y'all work hard? Look at this hiring poster right here for this restaurant. Y'all think y'all work hard? Every month you get 2 days off. Y'all think y'all work hard? 31 days, 30 days in a month, you get 2 days off. The other 28, 29 days, you gotta work. This is the hiring poster right here. They're hiring a waiter. They're hiring a barbecue specialist. They're hiring some temporary workers, and they're hiring some chefs. You get 2 days off every month. So y'all think y'all work hard? And the salary right here for a waiter, probably $600, $700 a month. Thank you, Hoku. Thank you, Hoku. Thank you so much. So let's keep moving, everybody. Please follow the channel. Let's keep it moving. Share this live stream. Yeah, they have food and they have housing covered, but still only 2 days off a month. That's why I tell you guys, man, the work culture here in China is just different. They work hard over here. Yes, please share this live stream. I work hard, Regina. I don't even get 2 days off. I get 0 days off. I work every day. All right, we're gonna make some more loops around the neighborhood on our way to the. Y'all ready for the mall? Y'all ready for something a little bit different? Y'all ready for the mall? Ready to go to the mall, everybody? What is going to be the nicest mall here in Shenyang? Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready? Thank you, Jen. You guys ready? Yeah, the weekend is a thing, but when you're working in the service industry, you don't really. They need you to work pretty much. They need you to work pretty much. They need you to work pretty much. In the service industry, you don't really. They need you to work pretty much every single day. Oh man, I'm telling y'all, I love walking these types of neighborhoods. Thank you, mandatory. Thank you. Beautiful. All right, let me whip out my phone. Let's do some navigating. Thank you, Black Widow. Let's go ahead and go to the mall. Now, as we head to the mall, I have to remind you, we're going to be leaving these neighborhoods now. The mall is a very, very nice mall. It's not going to be in a neighborhood like this. So as we start to move out of here, you guys are going to see, how do I explain it? You guys are going to see a different type of scenery as we get out of here. So let's go ahead and keep moving. Please share this live stream. Let me get my map. Thank you, Black Widow. Oh, we're actually quite close now. Thank you, Black Widow. I appreciate. Black Widow, I appreciate. Black Widow, I appreciate. Black Widow, I appreciate. Thank you, Black Widow. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you. Where we at today? Chill. Friday night, my Saturday morning, just chilling. Just chilling. Thank you, Brave. Just chilling. Thank you, Brave. Thank you, Black Widow. Thank you, Black Widow. Thank you, Darren Mill. Black Widow, thank you. Kong, thank you. All right, let's keep moving. We're just gonna keep cutting through the alleys. Is the signal a little bit better? Are we still lagging? Sometimes when you're out here streaming and you're bouncing from one cell tower to another, the signal sometimes could be a little bit laggy. Thank you, AJ. Better? All right, cool. Just keep going straight. Yeah, just keep going straight. Beautiful. I'll make it right. Good. All right, let's keep the comments flowing, everybody. You see this right here? Y'all see this? That's where the city is headed. Everybody's gonna be living in these freaking 30, 40 story tall condominiums in the future. You see that? That's the future of Shenyang City right here. You see that right there? Look at how big these buildings are. And one after another, all monotone. They all look the freaking same. You see that? Man. No dispensaries out here, bruh. You kidding me? There's no dispensaries out here. This is China, man. No drugs. No dispensaries. Come on, man. Stop thinking about all that stuff. Please follow the channel, man, and share this live stream. Let's keep moving. He said, is there any dispensaries down there? Come on, man. Get your mind out the gutter. And don't bring it to China either, man. You'll get in trouble for this. What is the most important? Oh yeah. So anyway, as we're walking towards the mall, I always do this on my night streams. I'm gonna do this for this for this night stream as well. Thank you, Snoozy. I mean, I always do it for my morning time USA streams. I'll do it this one as well. My moderators, please pin any questions my viewers have for me about living in China, about the difference between China and America, about what I think about the two nations, just in general. Pin any interesting questions that you see, and I'll be happy to answer them as we walk towards the mall. Most important holiday is Chinese New Year, man. That is the most important holiday in China, is Chinese New Year. Thank you, AJ Jimenez. Chinese New Year is super important because that's when families reunite. I also told you guys this. The one thing I feel about Chinese New Year is that it's actually changed a lot from when I was a young boy. When I was a young boy, during Chinese New Year, you would go see your relatives, you would go see your families, you would go very, very far out of town to go visit your family, your extended family. Nowadays, we all have WeChat, we all have internet, you know what I'm saying? You could talk to your family anytime you want. I feel like Chinese New Year has lost a lot of the, I don't know how to describe it, man. It's like a lot of the 烟火气, a lot of the energy that it used to have when we were kids. And you didn't see those relatives all year. Now I could see anybody I want with an iPhone, with an Android. I could do a video call with them. You know, I could do that at any time. So we just live in a really different time period right now, man. When I was a kid, it was just, I don't know how to describe it to you guys, man. It just feels like everything has become, I don't know how to describe it, man. I feel like, let me go ahead and put it this way. I think this is an easier way for you guys to understand. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. I think like toughest law in China compared to USA, definitely the drug laws, man. They don't play with drugs over here. Do not do any type of drugs. Also, they're very important. There's just no crime, man. They don't play with no crime. They don't do that. They don't do that, man. But you know what's interesting about China, though? They have something that's a little bit different from back home in the United States. I wanted to share with you guys. Imagine if this man over here came, okay? That would be considered self-defense back home in America. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, all things. I don't know why we keep lagging. Thank you, all things. We keep lagging. Your back's in sync. Thank you, AJ Jimenez. Thank you, A Jimenez. Thank you. Are we still lagging? Is it better? Thank you, Pint Size and Terry. Is it a little bit better? Better now? Better? Okay. You know, the one really interesting thing about China that's very different from back home in America is that if you get into a fight with someone here, even if you were attacked, you would still get into trouble. In China, it's called huo, which means 2 people, 3 people fighting, multiple people fighting. So the concept of self-defense in China, I think is a I think it's a concept that needs to be studied a little bit more. It's like, imagine if you were walking down the street and somebody came up to you and slapped you in the face and then you slapped them back. Both of you would go into detention. You and the person who attacked you would go into detention at the police station. Whereas back home in America, we have a concept called self-defense, where if somebody attacks you, you have the right to defend yourself. Thank you, Cynthia, for becoming a 6-month subscriber. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. So it's a little bit different. You know, it's a little bit different. Here, you don't want to get into any type of a physical altercation in China because it'll be very, very costly. It'll be very, very costly. You will have to go to detention, and there will be some type of a monetary settlement. So that's a very strict law. No physical altercations here in China. You might be able to get away with it back home in America, but there's cameras everywhere here in China. If you get into a physical altercation, they will catch you, and you will go to detention. So it's that's a little bit different. That's one thing I've noticed that's a little bit different. So please follow the channel and share this live stream. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. I am. Go this way. Go this way right here. All right, let me keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Please share this live stream, everyone. Keep it moving. Is the video and audio in sync, everybody? Somebody just asked me, is there a Tesla? There go a Tesla Model 3 right here. Charlie, yes it does. The fact that there are cameras everywhere really helps reduce the crime. In my 5.5 years of living in China, I've never had any acts of theft. I've never been robbed. I've never had any type of a crime committed against me except extreme. But I've been scammed 3 times in China, but never any type of a physical. I've never been robbed. I've never been like petty thievery. Nobody's ever picked my pocket. I've never witnessed any type of a crazy crime. I've hardly witnessed any fights. I don't think I've witnessed any physical fights in China either. Because if I did, I would have recorded it for World Star. You know what I mean? But I have been scammed. I've been scammed 3 times for very small amounts of money. So nothing too crazy. Let's keep moving. Thank you, A. Jimenez. Thank you, Lisa. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, everybody. He said, Omakase scam number 4. That's a funny comment. He said, Omakase scam number 4. You've been watching the channel for a while. You've been watching the channel for a while, huh? There's very few homeless people. Let's keep it moving. They do. So when we start streaming this Christmas, you know, I can't believe it, but I've been streaming for over 6 months already, and Christmas is only 3 months away. I'm going to show you guys some Christmas decorations here in China. There's actually a lot of Christmas decorations. There's a lot of people here who do celebrate Christmas, and they're not necessarily Christians either. You know, a lot of Chinese people here, you know, I don't think there's that many Christians or Catholics here in China, but there are a lot of people who do celebrate Christmas, because there are a lot of people here in China who do like, I wouldn't want to say aspire to, but they admire and they like Western culture. And Christmas is one of the biggest hallmarks of Western culture. So there's actually a lot of people here who celebrate it, especially if you stay at a nice Western hotel, like a Ritz-Carlton or Marriott. They'll all be decorated for Christmas. AMC, no, but they require a physical. You need to do a physical before you can get the job, and they'll test you for they'll test you for actually STDs, believe it or not. So when I had to come and do my job here in China, they actually tested me for all types of STDs. They tested me for, they took a X-ray of my lungs. This is before what's it called? This is before the COVID pandemic. I had to do an ultrasound on my stomach. They took an X-ray of my chest. They tested me for like hepatitis. They tested me for HIV. They tested me for all types of diseases just to make sure that I was like fit to work. Thank you, Pedro, and all things. And that's just something that you don't really do back home in America because of HIPAA and because of privacy and non-discrimination. But here in China, before you go into a job, they'll actually make you do a physical. Even like the most basic jobs, you'll have to do a physical. Like even if you were a waiter and you work at a restaurant, I think a lot of jobs will actually require you to do a physical. So that's different. Thank you, Diane Mendez. It's our Chinese cowboys. Not in the traditional sense of back home in America, like wearing, you know, a cowboy hat, you know, but it's you know, oh, I like this question. That's a great question, man. I don't know. What if I did have a disease? Would they have fired me? Would they have rescinded my job offer? I don't know, man. That's a great question. I really don't know. Because fortunately, I never had to find out because I was negative. But that's a very interesting question. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. Yep, going this way right here. Thank you. Do employers follow labor laws, man? That depends on who's your employer. I'll tell you who really follows the labor law. American companies. Western companies are very strict about the labor laws here in China because they don't want to have too many disputes doing business here. So by the way, this has got to be a very iconic place here in Shenyang, but I don't see any tourists up here. It looks totally empty and abandoned. Y'all see that? This is like a Shenyang version of the New Oriental TV tower in Shanghai, but I don't see any tourists. I don't see anything. It's just there. You know, AMC. Ooh, you cannot do that here in China. Cannot do that here in China, man. Gay marriage is not legal here in China. As far as I'm concerned, I don't believe it's not. You can be gay in China, but you cannot get married. You cannot adopt. I don't believe you could do surrogate either, but you could be gay. But they don't allow gay marriage, if that makes sense. So you're kind of like in this, you could have a man could have a boyfriend, can have a partner, a male partner, but there's no marriage. You can't get a marriage certificate. So very, very different. But then again, you know, we only started to have it back home in America like in the last 10 years, right? I think Colorado was like the first state, right? Colorado was the first one, and then California. Right? So just keep moving, everybody. What's my favorite Chinese and American female celebrity? Man, thank you, Ivy Jung. Man, there's a lot. Man, I'll tell you, man. What up, man? What up, Derek? Thank you, Raina. What up, Derek? Hey, Derek, you finally catch me when I'm not eating. You finally catch me when I'm not eating, man. You know, I'll tell you who my favorite Chinese celebrity is, man. Angela Baby. She's single. She's single, man. She just got a divorce a few years ago, man. Come on, man. Let me holler at you, Angela Baby. You know what I'm saying? I want to go holler at her. Her name is Angela Baby. Thank you, Bree. I like her. My favorite American female celebrity. That's a good ass question. I ain't never really think about that. Thank you, Terry. A British one is definitely Emma Watson. I grew up loving Emma Watson in Harry Potter. Who is I ain't no celebrity, man. I'm a nobody. I am a nobody. Stop saying that. I'm a nobody. See, by the way, look. This is how you know we're about to head to the fancy mall. You see how everything is opening up right now with the big skyscrapers, the wide streets, the big buildings everywhere. We have left the older residential neighborhood. We have left the older residential neighborhood. You see how everything is opened up now? Everything is much bigger. This is how you know we're headed to a fancy part of the city. We're headed to a fancy part of the city. Now, I'm a nobody. I am a nobody. I'm just a guy who's trying to make some TikTok videos and make some cool live streams, man. My ass is a nobody. Beautiful. All right, let me tell you guys, hey, is the signal still okay now? Is the signal okay? Yeah, is the signal okay? Yes, good? Good, okay. I think, you see, we're just bouncing from cell tower to cell tower. There's a bunch of cell towers right up there. That's why we lag a little bit. Thank you, Louis and A. Jimenez. Thank you. All right, my favorite American female celebrity. I actually do want to answer that question, though. My favorite American celebrity. Man, female celebrity. I still think it's got to be Scarlett Johansson, man. Man, she you know, she a little bit older now. She older than me, but man, I always thought she was beautiful, very, very beautiful, very, 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 very. Actually, you know what? I have a better answer than that. Hold up, I have a better answer than that. Man, I got the right answer, man. The most obvious answer is obviously Taylor Swift, man. Who saw Taylor Swift? Well, she's not an actress, she's a singer. Who saw Taylor Swift at the Chiefs game last night? Keep it moving, y'all. Follow the channel, everybody. Hit that follow button and share this live stream. No, I would not, Johnny. I would never run for president, man. I would never run for president. Thank you, Olga Camera. Thank you, Olga. Thank you so much. This is beautiful. Look at this. I would not. I cannot run for president because I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen. I was not born in America. You have to be born an American citizen in order to run for president. That's why Arnold was never able to run for president. Man. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful park. All right, man, we're almost at MixC. I can see it already. It's right there. It already is 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 right there. So let's go in there. I kind of like it that way, to be honest, man. I don't know how I would do with siblings. Oh, I feel great, man. I feel absolutely amazing. Not too tired, no PTSD from all the crowds that were rushing me yesterday, that were all around me. Thank you, all things. Just very, very chill, man. Just like a really chill day. I wanted to take you guys to see Shenyang during the daylight one more time before we get up out of here tomorrow morning. We're gonna leave very early tomorrow. So this is the last city walk we're gonna do here in the city of Shenyang. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Sherry. Olga, thank you so much. Thank you, Apollonia. Thank you, Olga. It is a beautiful city. I'm telling you guys, I'm really falling in love with this city. It's a beautiful city. Thank you, Sherry and Jana. Thank you, guys. How often do I go back home in the States? Thank you, Jason King. I don't go back often at all because the plane tickets have gotten so expensive in the last few years. Thank you, Jerry and Leather and Pearls. And Lady Death and Bro Lee. It's just tickets are way too expensive, man. Inflation is hitting way too hard. What used to be an $800 plane ticket is now $2,000. Way too expensive. Dude, this park is beautiful. Look at this place. I didn't even know this was here. Thank you, Jason King and Nana. Thank you. Look at this. This place is friggin' beautiful. Thank you, A. Jimenez and Nana. Please share this live stream. Elizabeth, is beautiful out here. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you, Lisa G, for sharing. See, and this is how you know, by the way, you're about to enter the fancy part of town. Look at how well paved these streets are. Thank you, Olga and Jerry and Alicia. Thank you, Olga. Look at how well paved these streets are. Share it. We're about to hit up a nice mall, everybody. Y'all ready? Hopefully the signal is good in there. But it's a fancy ass mall. The cell phone signal better be good in there. Yes, K, good. 4 seasons. And it actually gets very cold here in the winter. They snow a lot here in Shenyang. Snows a lot. A lot of snow. Thank you, Mooney. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hat. I do, man, but even when you buy in advance nowadays, it's still very expensive, so you can't really save much even when you're buying in advance. Dude, this city is beautiful. Look at this nice walking trail they set up for their citizens over here. Look at this. I got it, LBJ. I got it, Lee. Kirill, I'm gonna have to take my chain out when I go into that nice mall so I don't feel out of place. Thank you, Kirill. It's absolutely beautiful. Quiet, peaceful. Well, them folks better enjoy this while it lasts, because it's about to be cold as hell on them very, very soon. Thank you, Simon, too. Now, you guys remember the news from the last couple of hours about the typhoon hitting China? First it hit Hong Kong, China, and now it's in Hainan, China. You guys heard about the typhoon? As we're walking towards the mall, you guys remember the typhoon that hit China, right? Hainan, China, we are going in December or January when it is cold. Hainan is a tropical Hawaii-like environment. That's why they get a lot of typhoons, because it's an ocean island. It is the southernmost landmass of China. Okay? Now, when you go to Hainan, you're gonna find a lot of people from this city, Shenyang, that live in Hainan, because it gets so cold here in the winter. These winter birds spend their winters in the city of Sanya or other Hainan cities. They bought real estate. Thank you, All Things. So when you go to Hainan, you're gonna see a lot of folks from here in Manchuria escaping the harsh winter. They're gonna live in Hainan. Thank you, Natty Girl. So we're gonna go there this winter to stream from the city of Hainan. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Natty Girl. So that's all coming up. Thank you, Kathy and Natty. Thank you very much. Yes, please follow the channel, man. We're gonna go to, we call them snowbirds. That's the word, snowbirds, not winter birds. So my English is getting worse and worse, man. I've been living in China for 5.5 years. A lot of these words, sometimes if you don't use them too much, that's why I stream every day, by the way. Y'all thank you, Becca and Garcia, man, Olga, everybody. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support. Snowbirds, that's the word, that's the right word, snowbirds. Now, as we go into, you guys can see the scenery now is totally different. Thank you, Becca, Nancy, Jasmine, thank y'all. I went to high school in Chicago. I went to Lincoln Park High School in Chicago, but I went to the University of North Carolina for my undergrad and my MBA. A business school called Keenan Flagler Business School. Q&A time, baby. Thank you, Louis. Thank you very much. Let's keep it moving. You went to Lane Tech? Ooh, I know Lane Tech, baby. I went to Lincoln Park. Tried to get into Whitney Young, but they rejected my ass. They said, hell nah. With your crappy ass GPA looking ass. Never went to Whitney Young. I wanted to go to Whitney Young. Thank you, Anna 10. Follow the channel, y'all, and share this live stream. Thank you for extending your subscription. Thank you, Becca and All Things. Thank you. Thank you, Jerry, for subscribing and supporting the channel. See, when I was a kid, I really took school seriously when I went to high school, man, because I knew it was going to determine what college I went to. Thank you, Natty Girl. I'm about to hit up the mall. Y'all ready for the mall? Y'all ready for the mall, baby? Time for the mall, baby. Thank you, Natty Girl and All Things. And by the way, man, housing prices here are significantly more expensive in these very new parts of town. The housing prices here are way more expensive. Like, for example, in a condominium building like that, than compared to the older neighborhoods we were in. Thank you, Jess. Beautiful profile picture. Thank you, Jess. What made me start TikTok? Man, y'all want the honest answer or y'all want the sanitized answer? Why I started to do TikTok? Y'all want, which answer y'all want? A polite answer or a brutally honest answer? Because I can give you both. The polite answer is, man, you know, I wanted to make some good content, you know, and I felt like short video was and that is actually the right answer. Short video, I feel like, was the future. The brutally honest answer is, I'm not a big fan of YouTube. I don't think very highly of YouTube, even though I use it a lot. I watch it a lot. Thank you, Terry. I don't think that's a very friendly platform for new creators. I think there's a lot of, I think TikTok was very, very friendly to me when I started as a nobody with 0 followers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very meritocratic. If I was on YouTube right now streaming and I have almost 300,000 followers, there would actually be a lot more people watching. Thank you, Blue Apple. But I love the TikTok algorithm. This is the reason why I started to do TikTok, because I felt like it was giving me a fair chance. It was giving me a fair shot at succeeding. And that's why I post everything on TikTok. I don't do any YouTube or any other content on any other platform. But I will tell you this, though. I will tell you this. What's interesting about it is, I remember there was one day where I had a light bulb go off in my head where I was like, man, I gotta start making short videos, because I used to make nothing but long videos, like horizontal long videos. I was like, man, I gotta start making some short videos, because I remember I was on the subway and there was this gentleman sitting next to me. He must have been in his 70s, and he was on his phone scrolling through Chinese TikTok called Douyin. And that's when I had this epiphany. I was like, dog, everybody, every age group, every gender, every socioeconomic background is now using, thank you, Olga, for extending your subscription. I was like, everybody is now using short videos, you know, these like TikTok type of videos. I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta pivot my content. I used to make like 30, 40-minute videos. I was like, I gotta make shorter videos for the cell phone format, for the iPhone, for the Androids. So that's what made me start doing TikTok. And also the other thing is, I agree with you, Yo-Yo Dine. The other thing is, I want to make long form content again. But I don't want to do it for YouTube. I want to do it for a platform like Netflix, HBO, or like Amazon Prime. I have so many cool ideas for long form content, but they take a lot of resources. They take employees, they take editors, they take people who need to help you. So this is why I love TikTok, man. It's giving me a small potato like me a chance to really start from nothing. Thank you, Tammy Locklear. Oh, wow. Olga sent a bunch of subscriptions. Thank you, Olga. Thank you so much, Olga. If you got a free subscription from Olga, please give her a word of thank you. Thank you, Just Mento. Thank you, Olga. Thank you so much, Olga. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Olga. Man, Marina, I'm gonna come and visit you. Hopefully, man. Thank you, Olga and Des. Thank you so much. Now, the mall is right in front of us. Now, the mall called MixC is a chain mall here in China, which means they have, thank you, Helpco Bates, which means that they have it in every major city. Beijing has it. I don't know. I'm sure Beijing has it. Shanghai has it. Guangzhou has it. Shenzhen has it. Shenyang has it. Taiyuan has it. Does Guangzhou have it? I'm not actually sure if Guangzhou has it, but it's run by a Chinese state-owned company. Thank you, Big Al. Called China Resources, which translated into English, Chinese is called Huarun. Thank you, Voss. That's how we're moving up the rankings, everybody, is with these heart me's. So all their malls pretty much look exactly the same. Very, very luxurious, very clean. Thank you, Pamela. A lot of big European, a lot of big American brands. Thank you, Pamela Jean and Miss Layden. Thank you so much. So a lot of the same names that you'll see back home in America, you'll see here in a very high-end Chinese mall. This is, I believe, one of the 2 nicest malls in all of Shenyang. So the people that shop here, thank you, Terry. Thank you, Nimchak and Christy. Terry, thank you so much. Olga, thank you so much. If you got a free sub, from Terry and Olga. Please give them a word of thank you. Thank you so much, Terry and Olga. Man, everybody, LBJ, everybody, man, thank you. Everybody, thank you. Jenny, I try my best. We're gonna expand this thing. We're gonna go to more places, everywhere in Asia. We're gonna expand this thing. Thank you, Helpco Bates. Thank you, Nana. And that's the Shangri-La Hotel right here. Thank you, Cam, which has to be one of the nicest hotels here in Shenyang. Right in the middle of downtown. Thank you, Becca Garcia and Sherry. This right here, by the way, is downtown Shenyang. So you can see they don't really have a skyline. Thank you, Say and Terry. Everybody, thank you. They don't really have a skyline here, as you would find in a bigger city, but still a lot of skyscrapers. Shangri-La Hotel. Thank you, Nook E. It's a beautiful city, very clean city too. Not litter anywhere on the ground. Thank you, Kevin and Pamela. Thank you, Kevin. Great to see you, Kevin. And you can see, y'all see this right here? Super good job of all the landscaping here in the city. This is all done by hand. Thank you, it's me and Pamela. It's all done by hand. Thank you, A. Jimenez and Pamela. Let's keep moving. Thank you, all things. Let's go into the mall. There it is right here. See the Louis Vuitton already. Thank you, Elizabeth D. and Christy and Mental Mike. Thank you, Metal Mike. Thank you, Angel and Christy. Well, more than halfway to our goal, everybody. Thank y'all for all the love. I know it's getting late, but you know what? It's Friday night. Most of y'all don't have to work tomorrow, so let's enjoy the day. Thank you, Mike and Hatchick. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you, Marlene and Louie. All right, this is the mall right here. We made it. I think we might have lunch here. Thank you, Grizel and T.S. Bach. Let's explore a little bit and see if there's a restaurant I want to have lunch in. Another urban restaurant, because that was way too expensive. Thank you, Grizel and T.S. Bach. Thank you, Joni. Joni, T.S. Bach. Thank you. He said goals go fast when you eat ballot. Well, I'd rather they go slow then, because I'm not trying to eat ballot again. Thank you, T.S. Bach. I ain't trying to eat no chicken hatch eggs again. No, thank you. Thank you, Grizzo, T.S. Bach. Thank you. Hello in Ohio, Louis. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, Big Worm. You guys can see I'm in a great mood. I slept really well last night, and it's a very chill morning. Big Worm and Matilda. Very chill morning. This is downtown Shenyang. Thank you, Say, Big Worm. Dave, we did not get frogs, but we got something even crazier. We got something even crazier. We had a good night. We had a good day yesterday. Thank you, S. Daniel. I appreciate you. Thank you, Trina. You did not miss the bathhouse. I'm going there tonight. I'm homeless tonight, man. I ain't got no hotel reservations. I'm homeless tonight. Thank you, Trina. So I gotta stay at a bathhouse tonight. I don't know why they just honked at me. I got green light. Just random ass honking. All right, you already know this is fancy. Look at this. You got Louis Vuitton on the right. You got Dior on the left. And you got me in the middle. Poverty. Dior on the left. Louis Vuitton on the right. Me. Poverty in the middle. Let's keep moving, everybody. Damn. Going in here is gonna make me sad, man. Let's keep going. Yep, you got me. Sad. Look, this is how you know you're at a fancy mall, when they got a weird ass architecture landscape for no reason. Like, what the hell is this for? Just for people to come over here and take photographs. Thank you, Kevin and Metal Mike. Look at this. Yes, I'm the first homeless person in China. I ain't got no home tonight, everybody. We're gonna be sleeping at the bathhouse. Thank you, Louis. I don't know what this is. It's got a random ass door over here, I guess, for people to take photos. Thank you to Rio Shallow and Metal Mike. So this right here is very common at a high-end mall in China. They always like to have these, like, what I call weird ass statues, weird ass landmarks for a lot of people to come over here and take photographs. I don't know why this is here, but it's here. And you see, Louis Vuitton is so tough. They have their own section of the mall. The mall is actually over there. Dior's over there, but Louis Vuitton is by itself in the corner because they are, other than Hermes, two of the biggest brands that any mall would love to have. If you have a Louis Vuitton in your mall here in China, then you are considered a truly high-end mall. Let's keep moving. Share this live stream, everybody. Yeah, Dave, you saw that dinner, huh? We was wilding. We was wilding. Thank you, Marina, for moderating for me. Wendy, you still watching? I'm glad you're getting a little. I'm glad you're getting a break. Thanks to Marina. I'm glad you're getting a break, Wendy. Thank you, Sassy Blue. Thank you very much. You are beautiful. I gotta take the necklace out, exactly, man. I gotta have some street cred, man. Otherwise, it's not gonna go too well for me. Let's keep going. Thank you, Kathy. All right, here's the $1 million question. Do y'all think we will have signal here at the mall? Do you guys think we'll have signal here at the mall? Yes or no? Here's the $1 million question. What y'all think? Yes? Jen Yi says yes. Everybody's saying yes. Well, we will see. So always, by the way, Huarun always does the same thing. This is a big office building that they lease out to different companies. They always do the same thing. They have an office building right next to the mall. They always do a Queen. No, actually no. The answer is no, because usually police, the cops handle it. Always, the China Resources playbook is so simple. They build a big fancy mall in the nicest part of town. And then they put up a big office building that they lease out to different companies. It's going to be like this everywhere. In Shenzhen, it's like this. It's exactly the same playbook everywhere in China. Sleek. Look how sleek this is. These are all off. Oh, that's actually a hotel right here. It's called Jungyue Jiudian. Those are condominiums. Beautiful. Please share this live stream, everybody. Hit that share button. Hit that share button, everybody. And let's keep the comments flowing, please. Let's please keep the comments flowing. Let's keep the comments flowing. Thank you, all things. All right. Thank you to my wife. Thank you, all things. South Carolina, Kevin. What up in South Carolina? All right, man. Time to go in there. Hopefully my signal works. Thank you, Emma and Tip Top. Thank you, Rooks. Hopefully my signal works. Thank you, Dizzy D and Rooks and Jim and A. Jimenez. Thank you. Dave and Emma and no thanks. Thank you guys for all the love and support. We're more than halfway to our goal. An hour and a half into this very chill live stream. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you, Olga. Appreciate you. Thank you, Michelle. And I appreciate you sending those subscriptions, Olga. Look, so I think this mall is actually pretty new, because you can see the Chanel is still under construction. It's not even open yet. So is the Hermes. You see that? The Hermes is not even open yet, but this is definitely a newer mall right here. A lot of the anchor stores are not even open yet. Okay. Thank you, Brave. So they'll have a Hermes here. They got a Miu Miu open already. They'll have a Chanel right here, and it's under construction. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, S. Daniel. I need to pee. Usually I would find a little tree or something, but because this is such a fancy area, I can't just go in a tree. So I gotta go find a fancy toilet. Thank you, Kick Ass and Moonwatch. Thank you. All right, let's go in here, man. Hopefully the signal's good. Why so big? Look at Wanxiangchen MixC. Why so big? Thank you, Ivan and Love, because this is fancy. And that's what fancy people do. They make everything look big. Thank you, A. Jimenez and Sharon P. All right, man, that's a moment of truth. Let's go see how the signal is in here. If it's not good, we'll go find a restaurant outside somewhere. So just to set your expectations. Let's go ahead and see how the signal is. You see a lot of delivery drivers going in there picking up food. So let's keep it moving. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No squat toilets for me, man. You ain't gonna find no squat toilets here in this mall. Oh, to be rich. Oh, to be rich, y'all. Man, thank you, Emily Wood. How's the signal, everybody? How is the signal? Thank you, Emily and Olga. How's the signal? The signal today is rich. Fu. F-U, fu. That's the word of the day, rich. That's what this place reminds me of. Rich. Thank you, Mooney. Yes, the word of the day is rich. Fu. F-U. Fu. That's the word of the day, rich. Man, it's fancy in here, huh? Look at Hermes over here. So the Hermes is gonna open very soon. You can see it's still under construction. Oh, I had that word before? I'll find a different word. Thank you, A. Jimenez. Maybe I had that word before. Oh, better than the word of the day. You know what? Let me use the word to describe myself. Poor. That's the word of the day to describe myself, okay? Poor. Okay? And then the way to say it in China, I'm gonna say it a little bit, I'm gonna say it in a low voice because I don't want to embarrass myself in this nice ass mall by saying poor. The word of the day for poor, which is to describe me, is Qiong. Q-I-O-N-G. Thank you, wonderful. Have a good night. Q-I-O-N-G. Qiong. Poor. Okay, thank you, Chula Bear. So y'all heard the word rich? Okay, I gotta lower my voice a little bit because I can't be shouting the word for poor here in front of a Hermes in this nice mall. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna kick me out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say it in a real low voice. The word of the day is pow, poor. Q-I-O-N-G, Chong. Okay, that's it for me. That's it for me. There we go. Ryan got it. And that's exactly how this place makes me feel. This place makes me feel poor. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Keep it moving, y'all. Man, you see? People be looking at me. People be looking at me when I say that word. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my voice down. All right, man, let's go check out this bougie ass place, man. If the signal is good, I'm gonna take you guys everywhere. Very, very bougie, man. Look how trendy the folks are dressed. You know what I'm saying? Folks are dressed so trendy. I'm wearing a bucket hat, looking like Huckleberry Finn over here. I look like Huckleberry Finn. Look at these shoes that I'm wearing. Look at these shorts. Don't look at the verticality. Don't look at the verticality, okay? I look like a farmer who just got off the farmland, walking in here and look at everybody. Look how trendy everybody is. Look at how trendy everybody is. Look how rich everybody is. It must be nice to be rich. Damn. Man. Everybody looking so nice. Thank you, Corinthia. Man, everybody looking nice, y'all. Let's keep moving. I don't even want to make eye contact with people, man, because honestly, I feel like they're judging me. I don't even want to make eye contact with them, man. Poverty sucks. I don't even want to make eye contact with them. I'm just gonna look down on the ground as I walk. I'm gonna look down on the ground now. I ain't gonna make eye contact with these rich people, man. Follow the channel, man. Share this live stream. Let's actually try something real quick, man. Let me see if I can take you guys to the basement level, because there's actually a lot of cool stores in the basement. If we lose our signal, I'm gonna have to come back up here. Let's go walk around in the basement a little bit. Okay? Thank you, Ada Torres. Thank you, Ada. If we lose our signal, we'll come right back up. Okay? Thank you, Elizabeth D. Keep moving. Love you. They got Chanel. Thank you, Elizabeth and Bry. I'm serious, man. I don't even want to make no eye contact with people, man. Is the signal good? Thank you, Dez and Zest. Is the signal good? How's the signal, everybody? Yeah, we good? That's what happens when you're at a rich mall. Even the signal is better. Sometimes when we go to those cheap-ass malls, you can't even get a cell phone signal, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go to those cheap-ass malls, the minute we walk in is the minute we say goodbye to our signal. Thank you, Katie and Burr. That's how you know this is a nice mall. So this bottom floor is all cosmetics. You got Armani. You got Lancome. They got Bobby Brown. They got whatever that brand is. D. Frazier. They got a Guerlain. They got Estee Lauder. They got Chanel, what I call Channel. Okay. Thank you, Olga, for sending a subscription. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Olga. The mall does have Wi-Fi, but the signal is actually working pretty well. By the way, you see a lot of young people walking around. How it feels to be rich. Thank you, Olga. If you got a free sub from Olga, man, please give her a word of thank you. Whatever this is. Gour Lane. Whatever that is. Gour Lane right here. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Cody. Thank you so much, Olga. How many subs did you send, Olga? Thank you, Olga. If you got a free sub from Olga, please give her a word of thank you. And you see this let's see, whatever this is. Kiehl's. They got brands I can't even afford back home in America. Whatever the hell this is. What the hell is this? Kiehl's. And they got a Acqua di Parma. Look at that. Let's see how much this Kiehl stuff costs. Nah, don't come over. Don't come over. See, every time the store clerk comes over, I want to leave because I don't want. See, as soon as she comes over, I'm gonna leave. This is a little sunscreen right here, and this is 380 yuan for this little tube of sunscreen over here, which is $54. $54 for the sunscreen. For the big one is, she looking at me right now, making me feel very uncomfortable. She to my left, just looking at me. It's making me feel very uncomfortable, just staring at me. You know what I'm saying? This is 560 yuan for the bigger bottle. This is $80. She's just looking at me, making me feel very uncomfortable, man. Like when they try to come and talk to me, it makes me feel kind of uncomfortable. Because they know I'm not buying any of this stuff, but they just come over here and they just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of want to leave. Look how fancy this is. Joe Malone, whatever the hell this is. Joe Malone, Sephora. Oh, they rich over here. Oh, they got T-Stone over here. Oh, that's my joint right here, man. That's my type of store right here. Look, everybody, I found my store. Oh, this is a store I can feel good about right here. I love this. That's my fam right here. Look at how they do us. Look at how they do us, the working proletariats. We finally found our store right here, KFC, and they gave us these tiny ass. This is the smallest KFC I've ever seen in my life. KFC is literally half the size of this Sephora. It is literally half the size of this Sephora right here, man. That's the way they do us. That's the way they do us working proletariat folks over here. They give us a KFC and they be like, because you in a fancy ass mall, you gotta be in this little tiny ass KFC. Come on, man. Don't even give you a place to sit. Look, can't even sit. You know what I'm saying? They be like, take your shit and leave. You know what I'm saying? This is one of them KFCs where it's like, take your shit and leave. They don't even give you a place to sit down and eat. They just give you a place to take your stuff and leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing with LBJ. I hear you, man. I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing around with the people. Thank you, Becca. Look at this big Pete's Coffee over here. Look at how big this is. A fancy ass coffee place. I ain't never heard of Pete. Nor do I drink coffee, but look at how big their facility is. Look at this right here. Look at how big this is. Look, this is my type of store right here. I love my KFC, and this is so small. They did us dirty, man. Thank you, Ni Hao Ma. Oh, they did us dirty, man. Oh, they did us dirty. That's what happens when you